Hello everyone, I'm Kayla, the maker and creator behind Crochet by Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video of showing you everything that I am bringing to my spring market that is actually in 3 days. So when you're getting this video, this is very recent and I'm super excited to this market. It will be my 5th time at this event, which is awesome. It's such an awesome event. And yeah, this video is getting posted actually one day before the event. So wish me luck. It should go very well. Every time I've done this event, it has been absolutely amazing. Even when I did it when it was terrible weather, I still did extremely well. So I'm very excited for this. And yeah, it's gonna be fun to show you guys everything that I'm bringing to this market. I've never done a video showing exactly what I'm bringing before the market happens. I usually just do a market vlog and a market recap. But this time, since you guys love my market videos, at least it seems like you guys love my market videos because I always do pretty well. This time I'm going to do everything that I'm bringing, which is today's video, and then next week's video is going to be a market vlog, and then the video after that will be a market recap. So you're gonna get 3 market videos in a row. So I hope you guys are ready to get into everything I'm bringing. Okay, so I have a total of 144 items, okay? That's a lot. So we're gonna go in order of my list. When I make a list for craft shows, I section off seasonal, and then other plushies, and then for my claw machine, and then other. Actually, I stand corrected. I have 2 things that aren't on this list that I will be picking up tomorrow from a store I sell at. So there are actually 2 items that are not on this list, but it's 146 items I'm bringing. Actually, maybe 147, because I think I have another. It is 140 something, depending on how many items I pick up tomorrow from a store I sell in. I'm not exactly sure how many items I have there I'm picking up, but there's only one of those items that's a new addition that you won't see a picture of here, but that's okay. The other items I have are like repeats of things I have. Anyway, getting to the actual point. First thing on my list that I'm bringing are chickens. I am bringing 8 chickens. I have them in 4 different colorways, so I'm bringing 2 of each colorway, and I'm selling them for $12. This will be the first time I'm selling chickens. Here is a white and a tan. And then we have a gray and a speckled. The speckled came out a little bit bigger because it is a different type of yarn. These are all parfait chunky except for these. I also used bigger eyes so that they could be locked in properly and safe, because this yarn creates larger stitches. So let me grab one of each colorway to show you. That gray is here, if I do this gray, you can see I think the grays are a little bit different dye lots, but that is completely fine. And so I'm bringing 8 chickens. Let me just, where am I gonna put everything once I grab it? I'm gonna just put it all on my bed. Maybe, we'll see. And then the next thing on my list are cows. Cows are also something I am selling for the first time at this market. I've got a lot of new additions for this market. So I made 6 cows, and I made 3 different colorways and 2 of each colorway. So I have 2 strawberry cows, 2 chocolate cows, and 2 just classic black and white cows. I think these are gonna do well. These are priced at $15. They are a very similar size to the chickens, but because of these take me so much longer to make, and there's some sewing. There's a little bit of sewing involved and just like crocheting different parts. That is why they are priced $3 higher. Most of my products, I base it around other products of the same size and then add in the factor of how long they took me to make. And then this market is obviously after Easter. This market is 3 days from my posting this, but I have 4 bunnies left over from spring. So why not bring them? Because these bunnies don't have to be just Easter. They're so cute. So I'm bringing 4 of them, and they're each $12. And I've actually thought about before bringing bunnies to a market that wasn't just strictly an Easter market. So I'm wondering how they're going to do. Because last time I did this market also after Easter, and I didn't have any bunnies left over to try. But these are $12 and there's 4 of them. But at that same market last year, I did have leftover chicks, and I think I also had 2 leftover chicks I brought last year, and one of them sold. And I have 2 leftover chicks again. So I have these 2, and these are also priced at $12. And then next we have flamingos. I have 2 different colorways of these, and I have a total of 8. I did 4 in this bubblegum pink. And then I did another 4 in this darker pink called hibiscus. And these are priced also at $12. Moving right along, we have fish. I have 4 of these. That's what they look like. And these are priced at $12 each. So in my seasonal category, I have a total of 32 items. I usually like to keep my seasonal category around 30 to 40 items, so this is perfect. Okay, now getting into the plushies category, I have 81 items that I'm considering plushies. This category is, it doesn't go in the claw machine because it's not that small, and it doesn't go in the seasonal category. It's literally the majority of my items. So first things first, let me grab this big thing. These are all the bumblebees that I'm bringing. There's 8 bumblebees, and this is my display that I love. I got this off of Amazon, and it is a cupcake holder. Just search up if you want this. Honeycomb, I forgot what it was called. Honeycomb cupcake holder, and you will find this. This will be like the first thing that pops up. I believe it's like between like $28 and $30, and it is super good. You can rearrange all the combs differently. I just always like this shape because it has 2 things to balance on, so it balances well. Or you can flip this the other way so it's balancing on 3 and then 2. But I really like how this shape looks. Because then also if I have more than 8 bees, I can like set one like here, up here. But these bees fit in here perfectly. I actually have a tutorial for these bees. I will not be able to link every single pattern down below for all of these, just because there are so many patterns that I will exceed the amount of things I can write down in the description below. But if you do have a pattern that you want, comment down below and I will give you the link to the pattern. But yeah, I have 8 of these. I have 8 of them just because they fill up the comb perfectly with 8. And I sell these for $15 each. I've had these at every single one of my markets that I've done, except for my first ever market. So these have been a tried and true product for me. But I do think that soon I'm gonna kind of start laying off the bees, because every time I feel like they do a little less good, just because I have a lot of repeat customers, and if you've already bought a bee, you're less likely to buy another when you have so many other options in front of you. And then next we have some of these things that are coming up. I actually already have packed up, so I've got to get them out. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna mess up my packing. I have mermaids. I have had these cuties left over for a while because, like the bees, I have had these out at basically every single market that I've done, and so now they don't do as well. So I haven't actually made a brand new mermaid in a while, but I have these 4 adorable mermaids, and I will be selling these at $30 each. Let me just kind of place them back. Good enough. And then next are turtles. I love to bring turtles. Turtles always seem to do pretty well for me. The only time turtles didn't do that well for me was my last market, but that was the market that I had bad weather in, so everything kind of sold differently than I expected it to, actually, at that market. But given that, that's totally fine. I have 8 of these turtles that I'm bringing, and they are each $20. I'll go through every single one of them. So I have, is this all 8? Yes. I have 2 fruit turtles. I always try to bring a strawberry turtle because it always sells. And then I have an orange turtle, which I thought would be super fun. In the past, I've made like a watermelon turtle, but I decided to do an orange this time. And then we have another fun turtle. We have a little sunflower. I really love this one. And then the rest of the turtles are just plain colors. We have this kind of Barbie pink one. And then we have this purple and blue, and then a gray and blue. And then this was a complete accident. So I made this turtle. Actually, I don't know which one I made first, but that doesn't even matter. I made this turtle in these colorways. And then one day I was like, what turtle should I make? Oh, I haven't made this turtle in a while. And I made the same color again. Not realizing, oh yeah, I did make this turtle, but I didn't sell it yet. So I have 2 in this color. So hopefully one of them will sell. Hope that color doesn't, hope I don't come home with 2 of the same colors. I can actually see that happening. Like, I'll sell all the turtles except for those 2. Imagine that. Good chance. And then next are dinosaurs. I have 8 dinosaurs. This pattern comes with 4 variations of dinosaur. So I made 2 of each variation. So, not gonna even bother to say the names because I actually don't even know if I remember all the names of these. So I have these 2, the longer ones. I have this one, which is a nice little girly option because one time I did more colors, or like kind of boyish colors, like a lot more green, orange, yellow, and like blue. And then I was like, the girl was like, I need like pink and purple. So I was like, okay, gotta make. Since then on, I've always made 1 pink dino at my market. So I have this one and this one. Super cute. And then I have these guys. This one's kind of more muted and this one's really bright. And then we have, of course, a T-Rex. These 2. I actually accidentally made these 2 with the same spike color, but I really like that a lot. And then this one, this cute little coral, and this blue. And I sell each of these dinosaurs for $18. That is kind of toward the higher end of my items pricing wise, but they still do very well for me. I like to keep a lot of my items in the $10 to $15 range, because that just seems to do best for me. But the turtles and the dinosaurs that are above that seems to do very well for me still. Next are axolotls. I'm actually not exactly, I don't know my opinion on how well these do yet, because this market that I do mainly, the first time I had them out at that market, it was bad weather and I didn't sell one. But I have 4 of them in 4 different colors, and this is obviously the classic color, but I thought these other 3 colors would be really fun. These are each at $20. And then, let's move this back away so I have room to keep showing you items. Next are gummy bears. And octopus. It's octopi. So I made 10 of each. I made 10 gummy bears and 10 octopi, and they're both priced at $10. And here is all of them. You can see all of them perfectly fine, and actually better than if I were to hold them. So here's your little view, so I don't have to take them all out, and you can see them way better than I could show to you. They're in rainbow order. I made almost every color the exact same for these. Only thing is, I made this color for the octos, and I didn't make that for these, and I made this color for the gummies, and I didn't make it for the octos. But anyway, I have 10 of each variations. I have 10 gummy bears, 10 octos, and I have them all priced at $10. So actually, if I were to sell just this bag alone, I would already be making $200, which is really why I like to make smaller items like these, because I feel like I'm way more likely to sell that and be able to make back my booth fee. And then next are leggy frogs. Don't judge, these are also in the bag. I made 12 leggy frogs. I have 6 of them in the classic green and 6 of them in fun colors. 6 green, mint, blue, coral, pink, purple, and like a dusty purple. I really like these, and those are each priced at $12. 12 of them, $12. Perfect. Those are a really nice market project. And then next are strawberries and lemons. I have 2 strawberries and 3 lemons. These I have priced at $8. These are actually from a few markets back, and these are kind of just, I'm setting them out to see how they do. And yeah, that's about it. They're $8 each. And then next are dogs. I have 4 dogs, and they're all 4 different dogs. So I have a husky. I'm obsessed with this one, actually. It took me a while because of all the color detail, but that's fine. It's really cute. And then I have this little spotted guy. I forget what he's called. And then we just have a lab. They're very similar. And then, of course, have to have a little corgi. And look at his little bottom. I think it is so cute. He's a little terrier. That's what he is. Isn't it so cute? And then those are priced at $25 each, because they do take me quite some time. And then next are cats. For the cat pattern, there's 2 variations. There's spots. So I did these 2. And then there's just solids. I did 2 grays in 2 different shades. These are also at $25. And then that is almost the end of these. Then next we have caterpillars. These are $18. I have 4 of them. I made 2 in this colorway, and then this is actually from a video. And then I just did some nice cool tone colors. And that's all 81 items for the plushie section. Okay, now for the claw machine. So for my claw machine, I have 30 items. Each one of these 30 items is priced at $5. So we have stingrays, we have rain, mint, blue, seaside, and lavender. Oh, actually there's 6 of those, sorry. I have 30 items, they're each $5, and each item I have 6 of. Stingray again. And then I have 6 frogs, 2 green, 2 mint, and 2 in lagoon. And then we have 6 blueberries, all the same colors obviously. There's one. And then I have 6 cookies, they're all in the same color of course too. And then I have 6 fish. We have a yellow fish, a green fish, a coral fish, a mint fish, seaside again, and then bubble gum. So I am expecting these to do pretty well. Last time I had them at this market, it was bad weather obviously, so they didn't do as well as I expected them to, but I have very high hopes. And then our last few things are these 2 rainbows, super cute, and then this little bear lovey. And then the thing I don't have is there's either 1 or 2 more of these I'll be adding from the store I'm taking my stuff out of, and then I will have 2 bee loveys, so very similar to the bear loveys. But that is all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a super fun one to film, and I plan on doing videos like this to show you everything I'm bringing before I have a market next time.